Hello everyone and welcome back to Chihuahua, Mexico. In this video we're going to talk about El Chepe. If you have not heard what El Chepe is the last the last public passenger train in Mexico. There are two passenger trains in Mexico. The other one is in the town of Tequila, Jalisco, and the only public one left is in Chihuahua, Mexico, and it goes over to Los Mochis in Sinaloa. So come along for this adventure and we'll learn about this unique passenger train. Okay, it's 5 a.m. and we are here on a Wednesday morning to buy a ticket, 3 tickets for the train to go on El Chepe, which is the last public passenger train in Mexico. Price was going to be $1,600, but turned out to be, we got the economic price, so who knows what the difference in the tourist class versus the economic one, but we'll find out. And it cost us about 860 pesos per person, which is about what, $45? So that's how much we're paying for this ticket per person. Okay, the train arrived, and so it's very noisy out here. We're just lining up to go onto the train, trying to figure out where to go from here. They told us where to sit. Basically, there are groups of 4 and we're in the cushion seats here. And that's the only difference I can see between this and there's a status below us, which is social class, and then there's better seats up ahead in the tourist class. That's the only difference. Okay, and we are off and going. We were given instructions that we're allowed to walk as much as we want. Behind us is a snack train that opens at 7:30 and we can buy stuff there. We'll check that out. And then in the middle we can go to the open air place, but he said you have to watch out because it is open and you don't want to fall out. There's lots of cool trains here. I just saw a caboose, as you can see, and there's steerage, lots of cows. That does not surprise me that they would have steerage cars here. And just different transportation. It's mostly transport here. An hour later now, and we are climbing up. We're out of the city center and climbing up towards Cuauhtemoc is our first stop. This part of the train is very wide open spaces here. Lots of wheat growing out there. A lot of wide open spaces. The train is not particularly fast, but it is very scenic, and it's nice to get out of the normal highway travel. It's also not the cheapest way to go, but you're there mostly for the journey. One thing about the train in Mexico that I found funny is there's no safety procedures in Mexico, so if you just want to hang out on the outside of the train, you can do so. As you can see, I'm here on the outside of the train right now, but I would not suggest doing that too much because it is kind of dangerous out there. As the train heads up into the mountains, you get these beautiful views as it follows these streams that go up into the mountain ranges. Going higher now into the canyons. We seem to be following this little creek here. I don't know much about this creek. Let's see if I can focus there. But the sign said that we're going to be passing through a tunnel soon, so I don't know where that exactly is, but very interesting. It's kind of fun. Occasionally when the train turns, does a real big turn like this, you can see the engine. It's just one engine in front of us, but it's a really interesting view. You can definitely see the copper in the mountains there. Here goes the tunnel. Just a short one. There you go. I'm here in the snack car. Got a snack car. I'm gonna get some burritos, which is gonna put up on the grill, and they are 45 pesos, which is about $2.25 for a 3-pack of burritos. And they have standing tables here that you can eat them here, or you can just go back to your chair with them. When you're walking, you have to be very careful. As you can see, it's a steep gap, and these 2 trains are completely open, so you have to be very careful. I did my 45 pesos which is kind of expensive for Mexican food, but for American prices, this is actually cheap. Got 3 little, what they're calling burritos. They look like little taquitos to me, but they're flour and they have chorizo and one has bean in it. So that's how it goes. Looks like we're gonna probably cross over that big red bridge, I'm thinking. I don't know exactly how, but we'll figure it out when we get there. We have arrived at the first stop of Cuauhtémoc, which is not much of a train station. It was kind of just a hut and a dirt road. And we'll stay here for about 10 minutes and then we'll be moving on to San Juanito. We've gone further up into the mountains and we've escaped the highway, unless you consider this the highway. It's just a dirt road. A lot more mountainous. We're starting to see some pine trees. We still fall on this little river that goes up. It's kind of a slow trip up this mountain. You know you're getting higher when you can see pine trees. The town of San Juanito, which is a lot bigger than Cuauhtémoc, it looks like. Plenty of people getting off. There's buses here. You can take a bus out to these towns as well as taking the train, so that's always an option. Okay, gracias. Okay. We are now here in Creel. Just got off the train. It's about 12 o'clock. And we're going to go look to see where our hotel is. And right off the bat, everybody's been giving us tickets for different tours. The town of Creel is very small. So unless you have a ton of luggage, you really don't need a taxi to get to your hotel. Just walk. One thing you need to know about the train is that it only operates 3 days of the week. So time your trip accordingly or be prepared to take a bus back to your destination. Lobby of Hotel Las Valles, which is also an obvious gift shop, which lots of stuff in it. All the Creel dolls you would ever need. Also a tiny little map. This is gonna open the keyed door, which we have a 50 peso deposit on. Oh. Okay. Got a TV though. Got a heater. See what the bathroom's like. It's pretty nice. You get the bed next to the door, apparently. Toilet and shower, simple, but it'll work. Due to the limits that we had on time, we actually decided to take the bus back. We took the Noroeste bus, and here's a few clips on our experience on taking the bus back to Chihuahua. Everybody, it's Friday morning and we're slowly on our way back. We are taking the Noroeste bus, which is going to be about 400 pesos each. And we'll take that. It's about a 4-hour drive to Chihuahua. And we barely made it, but we're good. Cost of the bus ride is $2.80 per person. And we'll see how many stops it makes along the way. My guess it's going to make at least a stop in Ciudad Cuauhtémoc, but we'll see how many more stops it takes. Well, we are on our way. And you can see say goodbye one last time to the little town of Creel. It's a great place to have a drop-off point. Well, I would say like a base for your adventures further down into the Copper Canyon. You can go to almost every small city from here in Creel. So it's been fun, and now we're on our way out, and we'll head back to Chihuahua to catch the train, to catch the plane. As we head out on the freeway out of Creel, the view here is not as nice as when we were on the train, but it's still pretty nice. You get to see the trees and stuff, so that's nice. You can still see some of the You can see a lot of the little houses too, so that's good. Like I said, it's not as picturesque as the train, but it's still a pretty good view. We'll see if we get any other cool views going through the mountains as well. We are now in the town of Bacoina. Bacoina is one of the small towns here, more modernized than up in Creel, but there's the sign, Bacoina. Unlike Creel, this is not a tourist town. This is just where people live. A lot of farmers live in this town. This is definitely a farmer's town. Looks like we're gonna stop here for just a second and pick up and drop off passengers, and then we'll be on our way again. The snack that we bought, which cost us about 20 pesos each, is burritos, and all they had left was bean and cheese, so that's what we got. I'm going through Ciudad Cuauhtemoc, which is known as a Mennonite town, but looks pretty modern to me. It just looks like any other town to me in Mexico. Very modernized looking city. So, I mean, not big, but it's definitely a city. And I saw an AutoZone and a Walmart back there, so it's not like little village or anything like that. And that's basically all she wrote. After that, we got back into Ciudad Juarez, and from there we went directly. Well, we didn't go directly to the airport. We did have a meal. We'll show that on a different video. But then we went to the airport and we went home. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next one, where we will have more content about Chihuahua. And thank you for watching.